What up? What up? What up? What up? With it? Shabazz and PE to the PE, positive energy, aka Budd Buttz, aka HI. I'm back. What up? What up? What up? What up? With it? Shamaz and them. PE to the PE, positive energy, aka Budd Buttz, aka HI, aka Pep A Spliff. Peace, man. Positive energy assures constant elevation. Because we constantly elevating over there. Oh, you know what I'm saying? You see what it is. I'm the energy. You already know what it is. Hey, first of all, want to give a shout out to everybody that's holding it down in my city. You know what I'm saying? Everybody doing their thing. Fam, getting shape with Jakey. You know what I'm saying? You gotta go get in shape with Jake. If you're 40 and over and you want to get, you know what I'm saying, fit, and, you know what I'm saying, cut up, shred up, do all that shit, you definitely need to go check my man Get in Shape with Jakey Jake, and you gotta say it like his stomach hurt. And if you want to see some of the wildest, most entertaining shit that you can see on social media, man, you definitely go check out my man June West. He got that shit popping. And on another note, if you want to sit down, you know what I'm saying, and have, some real talk, chop it up, good vibes, you know what I'm saying, go holler at my man Al Mecca, you know what I'm saying. He got some dope interviews, dope people, you know what I'm saying, real nice, a nice vibe, you know what I'm saying. He got a real nice vibe jumping off over there, so go check that out, man. But you know what it is. But look here, though, man. These playoffs is heating up. And this is what I be trying to tell y'all all the time, man, is that your legacy is made in playoff time. All that regular season, that's what we call filler in battle rap circles, you know what I'm saying? If you want to, use that, that's just fillers. But the haymakers come in playoff time. You know what I'm saying? And there's some boys out here that's dropping some bombs. Now, the bronzexuals always gotta bring Bron into the conversation, even when this man ain't in the playoffs right now. These bronzexuals is really insecure egomaniac with bad communication and comprehensive skills. They don't know how to take anybody else getting no shine. They always gotta be in control of the conversation. Everything has to be about them. They're real self-centered and don't understand when people say certain shit what they mean. For example, if somebody says that KD is the best player playing right now, they don't understand the right now part. They can't comprehend that. So let me break this down just a little bit for y'all so y'all can try to understand. But like I said, y'all have bad communication skills, so you do not like to listen to understand anybody. You're just waiting for a response, okay, or a reply. So let me break this down for you. Right now means right now that's playing basically this year. And basically this year, they were both hurt, but KB came back and been playing for a longer time, and Bron was basically hurt in the playoffs, right? So he wasn't at his full capabilities, right? And right now, KD got his team at a further position than Bron right now. That does not mean he has a better legacy than LeBron right now. Right now, he's still working. But right now, he is 2-1 against LeBron. Like, y'all make all kind of excuses for LeBron that it didn't affect Durant in his Game 5 performance. We ain't talking about Game 6, but he had a historic performance in Game 5, okay? Historic. 49, 17, 10. First person to put up them numbers. Y'all get insecure when somebody be putting up some numbers that LeBron ain't did before. So then y'all got to try to fight against that. But this is what he did when he did that. This is look at the context. Y'all can name all them times that Bron did, but peep the context in which he did this, okay? And I'm going to use a little comparison to Bron. My players is hurt. I ain't got Kyrie. KD didn't have Kyrie. He ain't complain. He just went and got the job done. I ain't got enough help. My man ain't stepping up. He won a 10. James Harden was 1 of 10. It didn't hit no threes. He still went and got it done. We down by like 16. We got too far. He took every shot when it needed to be, came down. Not every shot, but he made all the plays down the stretch when it was winning basketball time. He did that. They got a 2-time MVP over there. Defensive player of the year. He went straight at Giannis to the point Giannis don't even want to guard this man. Nobody in the league wants to guard. Get that right? And I'm talking about even the defensive player of the year. Speaking of Giannis, you know what I'm saying? He's nothing more than like a modern day Shaq. You know what I'm saying? I was just at like last night's game, they was talking about how he didn't went to the Batman role. I mean the Robin role, and Middleton really the Batman, because like for the first 3 quarters, Giannis could do all you want, but when it get down to crunch time and they really need shots to be made and buckets, they got to turn to the real Batman, and that's Chris Middleton. What does that remind me of? Somebody I used to discredit all the time for having a big who can dominate through 3 quarters but can't shoot, don't even want to get fouled to the point where you got to have somebody else come and take all the clutch shots. Who's done that before? When y'all trying to discredit the same man who just done that? Yes, I'm talking about Kobe Bean Bryant and Shaq. Giannis ain't nothing but a modern day Shaq with handles. They do the same shit, but in a different way, and I'm about to explain. Shaq was a brute force who backed his opponents down in the post to get all his points to turn around and dunk. Whereas Giannis, he drives to the basket real hard so that he can get his dunk. He backs up at the top of the key to create space because they're going to back off him from the jumper, so then he can get a running start and get more space, because you can't give him much space because he wiggles to power his way through to get his dunks and free throws. But when the game is on the line, you need somebody to come close it out, to make shots, create jumpers, because they're going to pack it in or just send you to the free throw line. And who gonna take over in them times? Chris Middleton had 39 and all that. But they giving Middleton all his love. But when it was Kobe, because it was Shaq, y'all try to belittle him because he ain't got the physical mismatch like Shaq had every time when they was in the finals. But if you check Kobe's finals numbers, they right up there with Shaq's. But that's another story. And it's all kind of players putting up big games. Trae Young out here doing his thing. Like I just talked about Middleton. We know what Durant's performance is like. And we still got to wait and see what happened in Game 7 with Durant. But right now, I think he's the most deadliest player on the planet. Like, and I've been trying to tell y'all that Brooklyn ain't all that it seems. You know what I'm saying? Because, like I said at the beginning of this, it's about what you do in playoff time. And Kyrie usually hurt in playoff time. James Harden don't usually show up in playoff time. So it's going to all come down to Kevin Durant. Don't give me this Blake Griffin like he's like, man, he ain't even scored 20 yet in the playoff, I don't think, man. But y'all want to still act like just because he get a highlight dunk or something, that, oh, he's just this great player, you know what I mean? Like, he is great, but he's not performing at Blake's level that he normally do. But he's still an effective player if utilized in the right role. So that's what we be trying to say about LeBron getting an older Ray Allen. Yeah, he's an older Ray Allen and ain't the most successful Ray Allen, and I would tend to say that Ray Allen's skills transferred better in the late '80s than Blake Griffin's, because a shooter can always shoot, but you can't always just dunk on motherfuckers. So Ray Allen, just because he didn't have the driving skills that he once had when he was young and dunking all on mugs, he still was a pure shooter, and a pure shooter gonna always strap. Ray Allen, you pull him out right now, I guarantee you leave him open, he gonna strap. That's just the fact. So a shooter gonna be a shooter no matter what. So that's another high caliber player, even if he was older. Okay, that's not the same as having an older Blake Griffin or an older Karl Malone when he came with Shaq and all that, and Gary Payton, because Gary Payton in the playoffs didn't even play, was hurt. Karl Malone was the only one that even survived through that and played in that series when they had them 4 guys. So quit trying to compare stuff when it ain't in the proper context. And then listen, please stop with this GOAT talk. He ain't past Kobe yet. He's not past Kobe. Listen what this man Michael Jordan did, bro. Okay, these are just some shits that you just irrefutable, some clean facts that you can't even fucking, like, okay, 6-0. I got a championship team. You give me a championship team, 6-0. That's 1. I won the MVP 4 times in the championship same year. Only one other person ever did it. I did it 4 times, right? Only a couple people did it. I did it 4 times. 4 out of my 6 championships. The other 2 championships that I got, I beat the man that they said was the MVP in Charles Barkley and Karl Malone to prove that I was the best player in the league. After my 3rd year in the league, 2nd, 3rd year in the league, I led the league in scoring basically every year for like 10 years. Every year I won a championship, I led the league in scoring. I was the most proficient scoring threat in the game, period, point blank. I wasn't there to put up a whole bunch of rebounds and assists because I was a shooting guard there to score. What up? What up? What up? What up? With it? Shabazz it up. PE to the PE, positive energy, aka Budd Buttz, aka HI. I'm back. This is like two shows in one. I got busy yesterday when I was riding around shooting and didn't finish editing, and so I was doing some new shit while I was driving, so forgot to take care of that. No. So I hope this tie a little bit in what I was talking about, even though I cut short my thoughts on what I was saying yesterday. But what I'm here to talk about is, we still talking about Giannis, KD, Game 7, and what these boys just did. Not still, but we gonna talk about this now because I was just talking about them too. And they just put on a crazy performance in Game 7. Crazy performance. Shout out to KD, man. Like, I'm not here to make no excuses for me and get it done. It is what it is. But my thing about Brooklyn not winning is I never thought Brooklyn was the team that everybody else thought they was anyway. I thought the Lakers could have beat them. So, and then once you take Kyrie out of the mix, and they not just the offensive juggernaut, we already know they lacking on the defensive side. So shout out to Blake Griffin. He had a nice little 17 and 11, but KD, he did what he had to do. Now, this man played every game, every minute of overtime, of a game that went in overtime. He played 50-something minutes, bro. Right? Played 53 minutes, right? He shot 17 and 36, which in KD's world, that's a bad shooting game. Like he's one shot under 50%, but for 17 out of 36 for KD to miss 19 shots, that's not a good shooting game for KD. A lot of other people, they would love to have that, especially when you're putting in 48 points, grabbing 9 rebounds, dishing out 6 assists, played a little bit of defense, had a couple turnovers, and you know what I'm saying, this, that, and the other, but nobody is gonna. The bisexuals are gonna be at his neck in full force, even though Bron didn't do nothing. Like I was talking about earlier, the now and how they don't look copying now. Bron didn't score, ain't scored 30 since March 18th. I didn't said it before. So Bron hasn't been playing well at the end of the season, which will constitute now. But right now, KD the best still. Giannis, I know Giannis won. But his game ain't as good as KD's. Everybody know this. Like, come on, bro. He's a one trick pony. He can't shoot. Like, okay, he had 40. He finished up with 40. You know what I'm saying? 13 boards, 5 assists. A strong game. You know what I'm saying? He had a couple turnovers too, but as far as Giannis being one of the, you can take him out of the game by like hack-a-shack. When you can take your star out and you don't even want him to, you know, handle the ball in crunch situations or shoot and all that type shit, then, you know what I'm saying, you got to rethink about how good this dude really is. Like, you know what I'm saying? He is good, but he needs somebody else. And Middleton is just okay. He's not meant to be the number one dude. You know what I'm saying? He only was lying at 26 out here. Like, he tried to do what he could. He had 26. He had more shots than points, man. He had more shots than points. He can get hot. Like, he can get a little streaky, but Middleton is not the answer as the Giannis's rolling mate, man. But KD, y'all seen the shot, man. He toe on the line. I'm fresh off of this. I just got finished watching the last little bit of the game and shit, and smoking and shit, and it was a hell of a shot to send him into overtime, and he thought he won, but he had to turn around. At the last shot, see, I'm with him missing the last shot and not passing it to a Hurt Harden or anybody else, because I'm from the school of Kobe. We wanted to see what he could do. The only thing I did not like about the shot is where he took the shot from. He tried to go back to the same well that he, you know, sent him to overtime with, and I think that since he had little Drew Holiday on him, he should have drove more to the bucket and got more into the free throw line range or elbow in there and rise up and shoot up over him and take that last shot, as opposed to being out there almost at the 3-point line. Other than that, I'm with you. And because to me, taking that shot out there, he had enough time to get to a deeper spot and take a better shot against a smaller defender. That's it. Other than that, he's still the coldest, I believe, in the game right now. When you can find a 7-footer that can do what he do, that can play like a guard. He reminds me of a guy that I had on a video game years ago. Back when Andre Miller was at Utah and they had Metala and Michael Doliak. I used to run with them. They had this obscure dude that really didn't probably get a lot of run, but he was 6'11" and was a center, and he could shoot the three almost better than anybody on the team. So I will put him at the shooting guard, And I had the little, and his name was Chase Althoff. And I used to call him Nate the Great. And he was 6'11" and could play the 2 guard and shoot the strap, shoot over people. He was Kevin Durant before Kevin Durant. And that's what I think Kevin Durant is. Nate the Great, he a video game player, a 7-footer that can play like a guard and just be unfair. Play defense, dude. I mean, sum this up. I'm about to break this down like this. Not break it down, but end this because it's time for me to get up out of here. But LeBron, you had your run holding the placemat of the face of the league after Kobe left. You're not better than Kobe. Stop that. Don't even start with Jordan. And at this juncture in your career, Kevin Durant is here to take over as the best player on the planet. I don't know who y'all think can be better than KD right now. I know you bronsexuals ain't gonna like to hear this. Y'all ain't gonna be with it or whatever. But shit, man, it's peace, man. It's positive energy. You know what I'm saying? Well, it's a peace around here. But we can't have no peace till we come together as one. One love.